Hey, welcome to Man Kitchen Recipes. I am Kevin, and today I'm going to do some brisket beef jerky. Now, I don't know if you've seen my brisket chili video, but I had a 6-pound brisket. I cut it in half, roughly. So I'm going to have about 3 pounds of brisket meat, and maybe a little less once I get the fat trimmed off of it. This is the piece that I'm going to use for my brisket jerky. Brisket flat is a great piece to make jerky out of because, you know, it's a very lean cut of meat, and when you make beef jerky, you want lean meat. So I'm going to cut this fat off the other side. We're going to get it sliced up, and we're going to get it in the pellet smoker, and we're going to make some awesome brisket beef jerky out of it. All right. So I won't bore you with all the trimming, but we will slice it up and we'll get it ready. Okay, so for this brisket, I got my brisket all trimmed up, took all the fat off of it. I ended up with a 2-pound piece, and I stuck it in the freezer for about an hour. We're gonna get it on our slicer. We're gonna cut them about a 1/4 inch thick. And then after I get them cut up, I'm gonna use this High Mountain Jerky Cure and seasoning. It's a pepper blend. I've already got it mixed up here in the jar for the 2 pounds that I'm making. So let's get this cut and let's get it sliced. Okay, so I'm gonna get it unwrapped. And I am going to, so the grain is running this way. So when I slice it, we're gonna slice it this way. So I'm going to just cut this in half. Let's see, so they're gonna be pieces about that long. Okay. Let's see, is that gonna make sense? I think I might need to cut it this way. Yeah, let's cut it this way since our grain is running this way. And that's one thing with flats. You can see which way the grain is running. So I think I'm gonna cut it this way, and then we'll slice it on down this way. Okay. All right, let's get this thing sliced up. So we got these pieces about this thick. Okay, so I got my brisket all sliced up, nice and to the thickness that I want. It's about a 1/4 inch. And I've got just a little tray. It didn't make a ton. I could have gone thinner, but I want it to be nice and thick, so when we smoke it, we can just do it for a while, and it's gonna be good. I was able to, I trimmed them up a little bit more after they were sliced. Got some more of the fat off because some of the point was on that flat. And of course, you know, I'll use this, these pieces that I cut up, I'll cook that up for my puppies. They love this stuff. They like brisket too. And they can cook it up without putting any seasonings, and they love it. So, okay, now we're gonna get the seasoning on it. Okay, so like I said, I already had my seasoning mixed up. I did add some of my spicy garlic SPG in there, just to add a little extra flavor to this peppered seasoning. So you just want to get it all over it. Use about half the container on this side and then flip it. Get half the container on the other side. Okay, and now that we've got it all, got the seasoning and cure all over both sides, now we're going to put it in a plastic baggie. And we're going to mix it up, seal it up. Then we're going to put it in the refrigerator overnight. And you want to let this cure in the baggie for 24 hours. So we will see you tomorrow. Okay, and just like that, it is the next day. My beef jerky, my brisket beef jerky has been marinating in that seasoning for 24 hours, and I'm going to put them in my tailgater. I've got it running at P6 at 170 degrees. I've had it running for about 20 minutes just to make sure it levels out. It's at 170. Just doing one baking sheet of the brisket. That's 2 pounds, and I'm gonna get this in the smoker and probably leave it for, I'll check it after 2 hours. It may go 2 to 3 hours. It may go 4, but anyway, let me get this in here and get rolling. All right, we're 2 hours in. Look at that. It's looking beautiful. I use those hickory chips. We still got a ways to go though, definitely. So we'll let them go. Look at that, 3 hours in. It's starting to look pretty good. Starting to get that crack, just like that. The thicker parts probably go a little longer. I think I'm going to go another hour. Pretty soft. It's when you cut them a 1/4 inch or more thick, they take a little bit longer to smoke and dehydrate. They're getting there. We're still rolling it. Well, it was 170. We dropped to 165. I got the lid open, so. All right, we'll be back. Okay, 5.5 hours later. I think we are done. Get this out of here. And take it. Okay, so 5.5 hours for that brisket jerky. It's smoked on P level 6 on the little tailgater at 170 degrees. Now that the seasoning packet says to smoke it at 200 for a couple of hours, but hey, I like doing jerky the old-fashioned way, you know, a little lower and a little slower. This jerky looks amazing. It's got that deep red color. This is just the pepper seasoning. I added a little bit of my spicy SPG. Gonna take a little taste. Looks pretty good. Tear's good. That is jerky. It's gonna take a while to chew it. The flavor is amazing. You get that brisket beef flavor. Brisket is a real beefy flavor anyway, but when you dehydrate it, you smoke it into a jerky, let me tell you, that is some really good beef jerky. Brisket jerky, smoked on my little tailgater, 5.5 hours at 170. This stuff is amazing. Okay, so one thing before I let you go, I do want to mention that when you do, if you do a brisket, make sure you get all that sinew off of there, all of it. Make sure you trim up as much fat as you can, because you know, the end result, you're going to get it. It's a little tougher than regular jerky, especially when I cut it that thick. And when I do cut it that thick, I do like to cut them into small pieces, like bite-sized pieces. That way, it's just the right amount. You can chew them, you can just enjoy them. But again, just make sure you get all the sinew and fat as much as you can. But it is absolutely delicious. I love brisket beef jerky. The thinner parts, the thinner pieces, if you cut it thinner, you know, you can make bigger pieces than this, but this is the way to do it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video, because this beef jerky is so good, I'm gonna go enjoy it. Have a great day.